It is Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Tuesday puzzle today, so should be a relatively approachable themed puzzle, not too difficult. And this relatively approachable themed edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Bradley Pirtle, Alex, Laura Sexton, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark, and the indomitable Showmaster. So thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support in sustaining this channel. I do very much appreciate that. And if you'd like to join their ranks as a benefactor and get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug, you can find that at patreon.com/dailysolve or in a link in the description field underneath the video. Of course, and in that very same link, you can join the Patreon campaign at any level and get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week. And thank you to everybody who has backed the Patreon campaign at any tier. It does keep this channel sustainable, so thank you very much. I do very much appreciate it. And you can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. That's in a link down there as well. And please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. And all of that being said, let's get on to today's puzzle. So this is, of course, as noted, a Tuesday puzzle. It was constructed by Giulietta Gervasi, and it was her debut on the New York Times, I believe. And it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's start solving and see what this debut constructor has in store for us today. An order for a birthday party or wedding reception, a cake, presumably, in 4 letters, I would think. Let's check the crosses on that. Home in slang. Your crib could be your home. And an otherworldly glow could be an aura. A door opener. Keys? Why would that be pluralized? Blank weenie. Eenie weenie? What about this? Bit of ancient Viking text is a rune. Oh, a knee? Do you open a door with a knee? Oh, no, knob. Sorry. A doorknob, of course. Don't know what I was thinking there. To smooth something out is to iron it out, literally or metaphorically. And what might smell of Gerber products? That's a baby food brand? Baby something. And there's a question mark, so there's something punny about this. I wonder what that's about. Not sure. Let's look here. For sure? Could this be? Tresses, hair, locks. For sure, spelled in a sort of, because the for obviously is spelled fur, F-E-R, so does that mean the same thing here? I'm not sure exactly how that would be spelled. Let's check some more crosses on hair. Takes a dive, perhaps. And wispy clouds. Are they Siri? I used to know all the clouds. When I was much younger, I sort of remembered the different cloud types. I don't anymore. There's sort of cumulonimbus and nimbus and stratonimbus and Siri, all these different things. I don't remember what any of them are. But I think Siri is one, and because of the I there, I think it's probably the one in question. A raucous social event is a rager, maybe? Let's look at the crosses. Leftover morsel. A scrap of food, perhaps. And R&B artist with the 2004 hit 1-2 Step. I'm not sure. What about this? Takes a dive. And word with gray, play, or bay. Area, especially with that capitalized bay, that'll be referring to the San Francisco Bay Area. And then gray area or play area. Previous incarnation is a past life. Oh, so this will be Siorna, who was in the puzzle last week, I think. At that time, crossing Cardi B. Okay. Cravings are urges. You might have a craving, an urge. And takes a dive, perhaps. Oh, scubas. I see. Scuba dives. Wow, I was not on the right track with that one in one bit. So what about this? Baby's breath? What might smell of Gerber products? Baby's breath, I guess. And then, so this, right, what is this one? For what? For sure. Just not seeing, oops, not seeing it for some reason. Seeking company, maybe. Seeking company, you're lonely. Right, okay. There we go. Putting the wrong emphasis on the words. If you are seeking company, you might be lonely. And intense attraction with the, you could have the hots for somebody in intense attraction. And an ab toning exercise is a sit up. There we go. A small ear of corn. Is it a nublet? Is that something? Am I just making that up? I have no idea if that's correct. I'm not going to put it in. Here's a potentially raucous social event. What was this one? That was not potentially. That was just a raucous social event. This one is only potentially raucous. Well, let's keep going. What a spy collects: intel, intelligence. Oops. And having some kick as food is spicy, maybe? Brainiac, a genius, or maybe one of these is wrong. Sharpen, right? One of these is wrong. So sharpen could be hone. Isn't to sharpen a blade, to hone a blade? Having some kick as food. Zesty? Oh, a brainiac could be a whiz. Right, there we go. Okay. So ways to escape a dilemma are outs. Right, I have an out. I have a way to escape this dilemma. And a question of identity would be who? Who is the question itself? Oh, a house party could be a raucous social event. Isn't necessarily one, so that's why it's potential, whereas a rager is by definition a raucous social event. So the house party could or could not turn into a rager. Small ear of corn, the third little pig with his house of bricks. Not sure. I don't quite understand. So presumably these two are thematic. I mean, it's two words starting with B, and there's a possessive. So I mean, that could be it. This could be the possessive that goes here, and then yeah, but I'm just not sure. Keep looking. Raised as livestock. Grew? It doesn't really seem right for livestock. Oh, bred livestock. There we go. A nubbin, small ear of corn? I'm not sure. Oh, East of Eden is a Steinbeck novel. There we go. And a classic soda brand is Nehi, N-E-H-I, Nehi. Gracefully limber is lithe. You're lithe, agile, limber. Every guess I have here is completely wrong. I really just don't know what it is. Oh, maybe nubbin? Did I say that one? I can't even remember. Chinese transliteration system. That's pinyin. That's one of the transliteration systems to take Chinese characters and Chinese characters and words and translate them into a way that can be written in sort of Romanized text. Okay, small ear of corn, nubbin. Oh, wolf's bane. Oh, these are plants. I see. Very clever. So, right, baby's breath. I knew that was familiar for a reason, and I couldn't think what. So, baby's breath and wolf's bane are plants, and so, but also if we sort of read them literally rather than as the plant name, we can get an answer to these clues. So, literal baby's breath might smell of baby food, Gerber products. And the third little pig with his house of bricks is the bane of the wolf in the Three Little Pigs story because the house was impervious to the wolf's huffing and puffing. So if you lost traction in a vehicle, say, you could have slid. And Spanish treasure is oro, gold, or oro. I always get this one confused. I want to say oro. Yeah. Anyway, high abode is an eyrie, so that's a bird's nest sort of built on a cliffside, something like that. What were you thinking, you might ask? And mammal with a 2-foot-long tongue, an anteater, I suppose? There we go, very good. Award for a champion angler. Oh, goldenrod, here we go. So they're not all possessive. That was just the first two. But here is another one, goldenrod, an award for a champion angler. Could be awarded so an angler fisher, someone fishing, could be awarded a literal rod of gold to symbolize their achievement. Target of a plumber's snake is a clog, so those big metal snakes you put down a drain. City that's an apt rhyme for casino is Reno, which is a gambling city in Nevada, the other one, as well as Las Vegas. Pancakes with sweet or savory fillings are crepes, the French tradition, and blank Burton, host of Reading Rainbow, LeVar Burton, host of Reading Rainbow. I think Reading Rainbow, they might have started making it again recently, but it's children's reading-oriented television program. And LeVar Burton, of course, also known for his role in one of the Star Trek series. Difficult to outsmart villain is an evil genius, maybe? And to blot with a towel is to pad something? I don't know. Oh, pat dry. There we go. So words after get or sleep. Yes, get on it or sleep on it. There we go. To shred his cheese is to grate the cheese, and noble rank associated with sandwiches is Earl, the Earl of Sandwich. Probably apocryphally, but who knows, credited with sort of improvising the concept of the sandwich. Probably wasn't the first person to do that, but in any case, blank and they're off. Food blank, curbside dining option, food truck could be that. And one sprinted, one ran. Home of the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum would be in Hanoi, presumably, and Vietnam. And a condo, e.g. a condominium, could be a unit in a larger building. So in the U.S., that's used to refer to essentially an apartment that you own, is basically what that means. Decorates as a prank informally. Oh, TPs, toilet papers. Throws toilet paper over someone's, I don't know, house or something. Government takeover is a coup, as in a coup d'etat. And a smooch is a kiss. So there we go. I think we've finished off this area. I don't think we've missed any clues down there. What have we not looked at yet? Actress Reinhardt of Riverdale. I do not know. And vital signs are pulses. It's one of your vital signs, your pulse, your heartbeat, your breathing, I guess. Things like that. Title role for Bob Odenkirk in a Breaking Bad spinoff is Saul of Better Call Saul. Saul Goodman, the character in that excellent show. And so it looks like Leela, maybe? Could be Lily, actually. Lily or Leela. Those are both pretty plausible names, but let's keep looking. Aligns could be syncs, maybe? Syncs up, synchronizes, aligns. Until now is as yet, I guess. And I was going to say this doesn't look very good, but in fact, its awards for Broadway's Best are the Tony Awards, so Tonys. So that YS works for that reason. One running the show could be an MC. Obviously, the abbreviation MC for Master of Ceremonies sort of turned into a word in its own right. If one takes 10, one rests for a bit, take 10 minutes or so. And a rotunda feature is a dome. So a rotunda is a sort of structure that includes a dome. And an object found by Prince Charming after the clock struck midnight. Ladies' slippers, right. Boy, I haven't really encountered any of these plants. Well, some of these plants I don't think I've ever encountered I don't know that I've ever actually encountered wolfsbane in my first hand, but I remember these are the sorts of plants that are used in, I don't know, fairy tales and stories and things, and I haven't really thought about any of them in a while. But there we go, the object found by Prince Charming after the clock struck at midnight. So that's referencing Cinderella, of course, for the lady's slipper, or lady slipper. Common lunchbox sandwiches informally are PBJs, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. There we go. Banana skin is peel, and James in both the blues and rock and roll halls of fame. Etta James, who's come up in the puzzle a few times recently. And scratchy voice is a rasp. So let's look at the crosses as we fill these in. Often buggy software state is beta. Software could be in its beta phase and still have bugs. Boeing 747s, e.g., are jets, and I believe the very last 747 to be manufactured has rolled off of the Boeing assembly lines just within the last few days, I think. So, and it was a cargo version. It's had a longer life in cargo than it's outlasted its passenger service. Although there are still Boeing 747s being flown. It's just an absolutely gorgeous, iconic aircraft, and it's sad that the age of the 747 is coming to an end, but four-engine planes are, their time is past. Anyway, a scratchy voice is a rasp, and to haphazardly assemble with together is to slap something together, so that is not what was done with this puzzle. It was assembled with care, and there we go. That was the Tuesday puzzle, and I really enjoyed that theme a lot because it put some sort of aggregated a really nice collection of really evocative plant names. Just, it's really nice. These are the sorts of things that I don't know how likely you'd be to be familiar with this terminology if you weren't a native English speaker. I think that would be tough, but it's just such nice language. It's just, such great compound words. Baby's breath, wolf's bane, goldenrod, and lady's slipper. They're just incredible. It's just incredible sort of deployments of language. It's a nice collection to have put into a crossword. So I really enjoyed that. And of course, some nice puns. So the baby's breath might smell of Gerber products. The wolf's bane is what was basically effectively constructed by the third little pig with his house of bricks. The goldenrod was awarded to the champion angler. And the lady slipper was found by Prince Charming after the clock struck midnight. So a very nice, simple theme. And I suppose this is one where you don't need to necessarily understand what's going on with a theme in order to solve these. It would be strange, though, to solve these and not understand that, because it would just seem like arbitrary phrases, really. But there we go. That's what it was. Well done to Julieta Gervaisi. And I have a bit of a headache, so I'm going to skip the clues from yesterday's puzzle and go take a painkiller. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday crossword. Hope to see you then, but until that point, please do have an excellent remainder of your Tuesday. Take care.